This gospel now completes the 3 weeks of the early Lent of the church in Jerusalem. We had the woman at the well, the man born blind, and now this reading of Lazarus being raised from the dead. And it is a series of readings that help those who are going to be initiated in the church, but all Christians, once again, to recapture what their Christian faith means and what this season is designed to do. There are 3 images that we have as Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead today that will help us understand the path we should walk in these final days of Lent. The stone rolled away, the voice of Jesus calling to Lazarus by name, and finally, having him unwrapped from the bonds of death. The stone, of course, is a wonderful symbol that we hear in so often in the scriptures of having a stony heart. Those things that weigh us down, those preoccupations or temptations that grip our hearts, that make us hard of heart so often. Some years ago, I, in my parish, gave people a small rock stone to carry throughout Lent, telling them that they should be reminded every day of the burdens that they carry, the stoniness of their heart. And then on Palm Sunday, I had them bring it back in some way to give those stones over to the Lord. And on Easter morning, our crew put together all those stones and glued them onto the wooden cross that was in the sanctuary, so that when they came to Mass on Easter, they saw their stones up on that cross. And I invited people to leave the stone up there. So today, it's an opportunity for us to think about what the hardness of heart that grips us. Is it lust or anger? Is it fear, resentment of others, an anxiety about life? If whatever it is, to let that stone roll away. And the second thing is that we hear Jesus calls him by name. Each of us have been given a name from the very first moment we came into this world. The Lord has known us since then. And as we hear in the gospel today, he loves us like he loved Lazarus. Can we hear him calling our name? And finally, we see that his bonds of death, the bands around him, are to be untied. That's so very important for us to understand, that the church is like those people who are around him, untying the bands to let him go free. Our participation in the life of the church is to be inserted into a community that nourishes our faith life. And so it's an opportunity, if in fact we have been somewhat lukewarm about the practice of our faith, of coming to church, it's an opportunity to come back and allow those bands of death to be untied. So today we continue this faith journey of ours during this season of Lent and these last days. And if we haven't begun from the very beginning of Ash Wednesday, it's time now once again to heed the call of Jesus, to come back to life, to allow the stone in our hearts to be rolled away, to let the Lord call us by name, and to allow the church to help us be set free as we come to celebrate the great feast of Easter.